another episode of Hello World with your girl Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. How is everyone doing today? So, guess what? I like this better. Let me go and see if I'm buffering now. Let me go see if I'm buffering. So, how was everyone's day today? I hope it was amazing. My day was good. It was okay. I can't complain. Um, you know, it just it's a great day to enjoy life and try to enjoy life as much as possible, and that's what I'm trying to do. So let me see if I'm buffering. Let me see. No, I'm not buffering at all. Good. So you guys know that's one thing that I definitely dislike, is the buffering. Oh my goodness. Hey guys, what's going on? Hey Adams, Exploits. Hi Eat Sleep. Hey Eva. Hey Jennifer. You'll never find. I kind of like, oh, so what I was saying is, hi Rosie, how are you? How are you? I hope you've been doing a lot better with protecting yourself on YouTube. Hey Genevieve, what's going on? So I like this camera better. Hey Beth Collins. Um, this camera is actually the camera from my computer. The light is better. And you figure that the webcam would have been better, but I think the webcam doesn't work well with StreamYard. So, um, Rosie, just give me a moment. I want to get a few things off my chest, and then maybe a little later I'll have some people on. Hey, Patty D, how are you? I'm good. I'm okay, hanging in. So yes, guys. So today, I did my routine. It was kind of empty in the office today, but it's gonna get better. Everybody's taking their last wind of a break before school starts and all of that good stuff. Um, and then I went to the gym. I didn't really get good. I didn't really get a good workout in. I just didn't feel like it. So that's not good when I don't feel like working out. The bottom of my foot is still bothering me. I don't want to aggravate it more. So that was that. And what else? Yeah, so here's the clincher. So as I was leaving the gym, I ran into one of my gym partners. And she was like, yeah, I just saw Jonathan. I'm like, who are you talking about? Right. So apparently she saw um, one of my former friends' kids. And guys, I haven't seen this person in almost 6 years, literally 6 years. And I'm going to bring this back. I'm going to wrap it up so you guys understand where this is going. I haven't seen him in 6 years. I didn't even recognize him. Um, I immediately felt like one of those aunts that are like, oh my goodness, you got so big. But here's the issue with that. Him and one of his parents and I got into, I wouldn't say a spat because I don't argue with people. I just usually let people do what they have to do. And then, at the end of the day, they may get frustrated and then just walk away. So I guess that's what happened. I don't know. But anyway, we no longer talked. And 6 years later, her child is now a teenager. And all I could think about was all of the times, all of the birthdays that I missed, all of the, times that I used to be over there at their house and just hanging out. So I wrapped it up to say, guys, time is all we have. And make the best of it, especially if there's kids involved, because kids grow up. He said he remembered me, and I was like, oh, okay, good. But I was like, oh my goodness, the last time I saw him, he was like this, literally, still bouncing around trying to follow his mother around. But now he's like a grown teenager. Couldn't believe it. So, guys, don't let ever let anything come between you and a child that you care about. Never. The parents may make it difficult, but you find a way to say, listen, I know whatever situation we're going through, we can do that, but let's not let the division continue with the kids. I don't need to go to the parties. If you're going to be there, maybe you allow me to take them. I don't know. Maybe they won't even trust you with their kid if they don't even like you, but whatever the case may be, don't let time or differences lapse that long where you don't get a chance to see milestones in other kids' lives. And that, guys, leads to my conversation about abuse. And the reason why I chose abuse is because I got it from one of the quotes in my book. So here it is. It's amazing how we preach about abusing others many times. We are the victims of our own abuse. Break out the mirror. Just so you can see it all for yourself. It's amazing how we preach about abusing others many times. We are the victim of our own abuse. Break out the mirror. I mean, people can grow apart, but it doesn't mean that you can't talk. Hey, Joy Brown, how are you? Joy, are you from the UK? Is this the Joy Brown from the UK? Oh, yeah, down under, duh. Joy, let me tell you, for some reason, when, who was it? It was a Michelle, another Michelle in this chat, right? Oh, yes, you were the one, right? There was another Michelle in this chat, and she told me that she was blocked from my chat. So when I actually went into the channel settings to see who was blocked or whatever, somebody might have accidentally blocked you. And I did not know you were blocked. So I was like, oh my goodness, I hope Joy doesn't think that I blocked her. I know it had to be a mistake, but I unblocked you. And of course, you're here now. You know how sometimes when the timeline goes, people may click on certain things and maybe press the wrong buttons. But Joy, if you tried to come in and were blocked, trust and believe I had no idea. I had no idea whatsoever, but I fixed it. Hi, it's Watson. How are you? Hi, Captain N. To answer the question, people can grow apart, but I think it's a difference between when there's a issue versus just growing apart, right? So like growing apart to me could mean like, okay, I ended up moving to another state. That to me is growing apart. You start fresh and you're, calling each other often, and then, as time goes by, progresses, you all each start having your own friends and whatever. But you may send cards, you may, drop in a little live chat from time to time, like FaceTime from time to time. You may even go to different events. That to me is natural growing apart. But when there's a division, there's that wall where you can't even, or wait, not can't, where you feel like there's no way in, right? Those are the two differences. Hey, Flat Earth, how are you? Guys, if you don't have Flat Earth, definitely grab them up. Wait, let me go back. Why was I putting time out? When were you putting time out, Flat Earth? See, let me tell you guys this as well. If you don't know the person, please don't purposely do stuff to people because, Flat Earth, my hands are always right here. So it's not me doing that. And if you are a moderator and you are, accidentally putting people in timeout, you can admit it, but don't do it on purpose because that's really, really rude and you're just causing division. And I don't play division because I've had enough of that in my life and I don't want any more division. But Flat Earth, I have no idea how that happened. I didn't do it. And whoever did it, I'm apologizing for them because sometimes people don't want to admit their things. their wrongdoings. But Flat Earth, we right here. I would never do that to you, especially not purposely. If I had a problem with you, I would pull you to the side. And this is for anybody in the chat, especially the ones that are here, because I know most of you. If I had a personal problem with you, I would definitely have no problem with going to you, pulling you aside and saying, hey, such and such, X, Y, and Z. We could email, text, whatever the case may be. But yeah, Flat Earth, that is not cool. And I'm definitely sorry that that happened to you. Hi, ice cold water. I feel like having a glass. I had to do that. So, guys, the part about abuse, I like that quote because we always look at outside like, oh, this person got abused. Oh, that person got abused. But guess what? We abuse ourselves. We, ourselves, like me, Joy, abuses herself. You, whoever was watching, abuse yourself. You know how? By neglecting, taking care of yourself, eating properly, maybe killing yourself by saying negative words about yourself, all of those kinds of things. That's abuse to yourself. And we are the main victims of abuse, but yet we're always looking outward. Why is it that we always look outward, guys? Why do we look outward instead of inward? We're always looking at someone else. Why? Oh, I get it. Maybe because we don't want to admit that there's a lot of icky stuff inside of us and we don't want to deal with it. But guys, now is the time to start dealing with that icky stuff inside of you. We all have it. I have it, especially since I had that call the other day about someone passing away. Yeah, the icky stuff, came back into me, like just the grief of knowing someone is suffering, the grief of knowing that a parent has to bury their kid. Again, I'm not a parent, but I can only imagine that baby you cradled for a year or two or whatever, and spanked and burped and taught how to walk, taught how to eat, taught his shoes, taught how to drive, is now someone that you're burying. I can only imagine how painful that could be for another person. Imagine that. Don't abuse time, guys. Thank you, Captain, and I'm glad. I am absolutely glad that you are feeling peace because guess what? Those times will creep up. Remember how I told you guys that there will be times when you'll be down, but to remember the tools that you're practicing on a daily basis. I'm down right now, but I'm practicing my tools the best that I can. And it's not necessarily like things that are going in my life, like personally, but it's the outward things that go again, right? The outward situations and circumstances that affect me indirectly, that bother me. So thankfully, I know the tools. Now, am I putting all of the tools to good use? I'm trying my best. And that's all you can do. That is all that is required of us. That is all that is required of us is to try our best to survive. Right? You guys saw the t-shirt that I had the other day. I'm a survivor. I will not be defeated. Today, I'm surviving the grief of someone's loss. I am humble and human enough to admit that. And I don't mind. Because talking about it does what, guys? It helps you. So, Captain N is only going to become more strong because he or she can admit that. Let me think what else, guys. So abuse, what else do we do to abuse ourselves? Even maybe overworking out is an abuse to the self. Mm. It doesn't sound crazy, Captain N. It doesn't sound crazy. I would never know that because I don't have an animal. I don't have a pet. But I believe when you have a connection with another, I mean, I could say human being, but if you have a connection with something that lives, breathes, can communicate to you, yeah, I believe that they can, communicate back with you when they're not in the physical anymore. So it is quite possible that your pet is visiting you and trying to console you wherever they are. But I hope that the grief that you're going through gets a little easier day by day. Hey, blended whiskey. How are you? Welcome to Hello World. Where's Diamond? Did I just see Diamond? Let me see. Hey, Michelle. I was just talking about you. Uh oh, there it is. Diamond Green. Hey, girl. How are you? Yes. Welcome back to Hello World. Yes. So yes, guys, abuse, 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 abuse. We abuse each other a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Sometimes we do it intentionally, other times unintentional, but it still doesn't negate the fact that it is abuse, right? So we have to make sure that we try to balance out the measures, right? You try to balance it out. Where if you know you did something to somebody, try to apologize or at least make it right. If you know you've abused yourself, apologize to yourself and try to make it right by doing better, right? You know you weren't supposed to eat that ice cream before you went to bed, and now your tummy overnight is kicking you all while you sleep, and you can't even sleep. You say, "I'm sorry, tummy. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a little bit of warm water just so I can help alleviate the pain." Wait, wait, hold on, hold on. Captain said, "I'm sorry, it happens sometimes. I'm trying to get over it. By the way, I was in the Francines. What? Hmm. Um, Another thing too, Captain, don't feel like you have to get over anything. You're coping with a loss. It's not something that you're gonna just forget about. I think that sometimes we diminish the things that we really shouldn't. Like, oh, I'll get over this person not being in my life. No, I'll cope a little better day by day without this person in my life. It makes it a little easier, less like throwing away. You know what I mean? Who's Jacqueline? Hi, Jacqueline XO. Welcome to Hello World. We're just talking about how we often abuse ourselves in many, 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 many circumstances. You know how else we abuse ourselves? When we stay in relationships or situations that don't help you grow. You know how it is when people play house sometimes just because they don't want to be alone, so it's easier just to play house. Who are you abusing the most? Yourself, because you don't even want to be there. If you don't want to be there, but yet you're just too afraid to be alone or tired of being alone, there's better ways you can spend time with not abusing yourself because you're going to be mad and become more miserable. Eventually, that playing house gets old fast, and then there's another broken relationship. That's abuse to yourself because now you're wasting time. You're wasting time for a potential relationship that could make it all better, that could help build your life to a higher height that you didn't think was possible. But it's easier to play house and get comfortable playing house. And in 20 years, go down the road and you're like, I'm so unhappy. Abuse to yourself. Abuse to yourself may be not trying to go after that relationship that will help bring you to higher heights that you never thought possible, or that relationship that you didn't think would be good because maybe it didn't come packaged the way you expected it to be packaged, but yet you rather stay alone, not unwrap that package because it's just a little dented a little bit, and miss out 20 years of potential happiness and growth in many ways that you could not have thought of had you not have been in that relationship. Now, maybe other relationships will come by, but you've done wasted so much time. And guess what, guys? You'll never get the time back. So you just got to start from where you are and keep moving forward. You're not going to have the same jovial trot or trot. You're not going to have the same jovial trot that you used to have. You're not going to have the same vision. You're not going to have the same energy that may have wanted to travel the world a little bit more. You may not even have the same type of money anymore to sustain that relationship. Or you may be ill now and you definitely won't be able to enjoy to the fullest that relationship that could have made you so much happier. We abuse ourselves when we don't take advantage of our beautiful minds. You stay in a dead end job just because it's comfortable. But yet, if you only just sprouted your wings a little bit and let life carry you, you would have gotten to that place and that position that was just right for you. And happiness, utopia would have been all yours. See, all I'm saying, guys, is to live. Live, 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 live. Because if you've missed the point of Hello World, it's about living. It's about living an abundant, fruitful life as much as possible. And the only way you can reach that abundance and live fruitful is if you let go. Because up until this point, the steering that we may have been doing wasn't the best. Once you let go, life will flow. Takes a little bit of trust. But what would you rather do? Abuse yourself or trust a little bit and be happier? I think we all have abused ourselves way too long. So I challenge you to try something different just for yourself. Because I think once we stop abusing ourselves, blaming ourselves for things that we may not have been able to control, blaming ourselves for the times that we missed, blaming ourselves just because we're breathing. Oh, I wish I was dead. No. Stop blaming yourself. One, enjoy life. Two, be the difference. Yes. See, like, hey, Juliana, how are you? Welcome to Hello World, everybody. Juliana's in his house. How are you? Captain, as long as you keep talking around the right people, you will maybe not have as much depression and anxiety. Oh, hi, Jacqueline. Blended Whiskey's friend. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. I appreciate that. I'm just trying my best to live my purpose as much as possible. That's all. But once you start living a life filled with purpose, oh my goodness. When you have down days like how I'm having a little down spat moment, and it's not because of anything that I'm doing, it's because I feel so badly for my friend's loss. You know what I'm saying? Especially because it was unexpected. That right there hurts. I feel for the whole family. And I think any one of us would naturally feel that way, especially if you care about people, especially if people have shown and given you encouragement and has supported your business and has supported you along the way, has brought you food, all of those things, man, like you feel terrible. Like I feel bad, And there's nothing that anybody can do. They just have to go through their process. But it still doesn't negate the fact that I feel bad. And it brings you down a little bit. But I got you guys. I got you, baby. What do you do for a living, Captain N, if you don't mind me asking? And I always like to say this, that human interaction always makes everything a lot better. It does. Even if you can't physically touch somebody, just seeing the words like that's another person. Wow, they're sewing into my life. They're investing a little bit of time into my life. Those guys are the things that you should never let go of or, you know, forget. Don't take advantage of it. Don't think that you're supposed to get that because you don't have to. People don't have to support you. People don't have to show any type of anything towards you. But when they do, you better be thankful. Hey, Dad's Vintage. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to see Kendall and the other two's little thingy thing. Their vision boards. Nintendo. Oh, that's so cool. I like that. So I guess in your workplace, you're by yourself a lot, right? Am I right or wrong? Because if you're by yourself a lot, then I think that you should really, really purposely take lunches if you have a big cafeteria in a big cafeteria and just sit next to people and look at them crazy and be like, hey, hello world. And they'll be like, what you talking about? And that's how you start your conversations and you get more friends that way. And then depression and anxiety won't have any room in your life because you're too busy living. Yes. Yes. I feel like it's going to be a greater day for you, Captain N. You're going to have a great, great, great day. I don't think anything is crazy. What I do think is crazy is how we abuse ourselves. And then we don't even notice it half the times. We absolutely don't. You know, when you, and I'm not talking about you, Captain N, but when I feel like we've all gone through a little spat of depression or anxiety sometime through our life, right? Our lifetime, our lifespan, maybe a death or whatever the case may be, right? Sometimes you overeat. Some of those symptoms of that abuse is overeating or not eating. That's abusing yourself. A lot of paparazzi. Oh gosh, so they're annoying you too. I deal with a lot of paparazzi. Mm. So what is it that you think you need more of? You need more of like one-on-one with people, or do you need more genuine people? Because Captain N, we want you to be we want you to enjoy life. I definitely want you to enjoy life for sure. Definitely want you to enjoy life. Because if you can't enjoy life, there's another quote that I made of death. No, no, living. No, okay. Death is never easy, but living a dead life is harder. I don't want any of that to happen for any one of us. Death is never easy, but living a dead life is harder. Hey, Mary Dells, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. You understand that? While we know death is not easy, but if you're living in a beautiful shell that we all have, I don't care how it looks. All of us are beautiful. But if you just exist as a shell, that's harder. I don't know about no black dog. Um, Captain, I don't know what you're talking about right now. I'm sorry. Um, no problem, Dad's vintage. It's you're here, so I like that. But guys, like honestly and sincerely, wait, black dogs are bad things? Oh, okay. See, some you got to break it down for me sometimes. You got to break it down because thinking you're literally talking about a dog. um, Only thing I could say is help it to stop barking. You want to know how you help it to stop barking? We'll figure it out together. But sometimes you got to speak things into existence like, you know what, depression, you don't got no hold on me. Not today. You got to talk to it. You got to talk to it. Like, you know, I think if we all took a little bit more authority in our lives and stop allowing the things that hold us back to be like, you can't hold me back no more. You know, you kind of get a little satisfaction, like, because that's how it is sometimes with me, right? I feel like sometimes I have to be like, you know what, Joy, stop it. Kind of rough myself up a little bit and be like, okay. And that kind of gets me going a little bit. And then I just go ahead and jam right in. Everybody's different though. That works for me. I'm only telling you things that work for me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I have to do a mental beating on myself, but it's okay. I get through. Oh my goodness. I'm pretty sure you have a beautiful voice, Captain N. I just say one of these days, you go live again. Don't let your nerves hold you back. Because you know what? All that it is holding you back from your other purpose or the more of your purpose in this life. Don't you want that purpose? Don't you want to see what the other side of Captain N is all about? The beauty of it? Like, man, that's all that is trying to do, hold you back. Don't let your nerves hold you back anymore. You go live. I'll be there to support you. You go ahead and go live and don't be nervous. You got to start conquering these things that have been holding us back for too long. And guess what? I did it. I conquered certain things and it's not holding me back no more. It may try to knock on my door, kind of bite at my ankles, but that's okay. I could have scars, I could have battle wounds, but I'm still standing. And so are you, Captain. You know who else you could talk to? Go ahead, talk to Storage Pirate. Storage Pirate had the same thing. Very nervous about going live, and he eventually did it. And he's amazing. And now he's always live. That could be you too. Let me see who this is. Hello, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. Good. Hello? Hi, can you hear me? Say that again. Hello, can you hear me? Who? Oh, no, I think you have the wrong number. Okay, guys, that was a troll on the phone. Good thing I didn't put them on speaker, right? See, like those little things right there try to distract me, but I know my purpose. And guys, nothing can stop you from what you have to do. Things may try to hold you back, but it's how we react to it, right? That's how it can be, right? So, Captain, I absolutely, absolutely say you can do it. You can do it. Living your purpose. If going live is part of what your purpose, if it keeps on gnawing at your conscience to keep on going live and to be, you know, doing whatever it is that you have, just do it. Do it. I don't know who that was, but I don't know. I have very low tolerance. I mean, I don't know if you guys realize it now, but I really have very low tolerance for foolishness because there's uh too many things that are more important in this world than to be foolish and more important and serious. And I'm absolutely serious about us healing from our traumas from childhood, healing from our adult traumas so that we can be whole. Because I'm only a partially whole. And if I'm partially whole and feel this good most of the times, I think that it's possible for anyone else. And for me to get offended by something like that, and they weren't saying anything crazy. It was just, I guess somebody was playing on a phone. It's just like, come on, like, come on. I don't play those games. It's just foolish. But at the end of the day, if they are watching and they were the ones that called, because it was definitely somebody from the chat that called from the phone line. I hope you're happy. I hope you feel better. But it was just silly. You got nothing from me. But at the end of the day, Captain N, you got this. If your purpose is truly to go live and then you be an encouragement to someone else who may be going through the same thing that you are, then do it. Do not delay. Do not stop. Just keep on going. Your voice is probably going to sound amazing. We're always our worst critic. You keep on doing it because you have no idea who you will be able to help heal from whatever anxiety or depression that they may be going through, because now they have somebody that they can talk to and say, you know what, I go through the same exact thing. Wouldn't that make you feel amazing and feel good that you can help another person through their struggle because you struggled the same way? You got this. The same thing goes for any one of us. If there's something that's been gnawing at your conscience and telling you, I need to do this, then you do it. Don't delay, because tomorrow, not even the next 10 minutes, is promised to us. We are just blessed and lucky enough to have that. And they're trying to call back again. I'm not answering. Just know that you may not get another chance. And if you get no other chance, then your purpose was never fulfilled. And that leaves a void somewhere that someone else has to fill and work double time over because you didn't do what you were supposed to do. As a matter of fact, soon as the phone stops ringing, I will just block them from my phone. Because you know how, have you guys ever watched In Living Color where the clown said, homie, don't play that? Joy, don't play that. Oh, they're called from a restricted number, right? That's what cowards do. That is what cowards do. Whatever. Stop abusing yourselves, including myself, from any type of trauma. Any type of trauma. And guess what? You know what? If you want to keep calling my line, that's fine. Guess what I'll do? I'll just turn the volume off. Ain't that easy? Once you have your volume off, you're not going to be distracted by seeing the call. You can't take the smile off my face because you want to try to get a rise out of me. You have to do better. Mess with my family or friends, and then you'll get a rise out of me. But other than that, nah, it's okay. I live another day because I'm not going to stop focusing on what I'm supposed to do, which is tell you that you got this. You will be the difference. You are the difference every single day. Do not let any distraction or anyone else or even yourself stop you from whatever you have to do. If you do allow yourself, then you will be living in regret and guilt. We already do that. We've already done that for too long. It's time to stop. Time to rise up. Time to be the person that your creator, God, or whoever you believe in has meant you and purposed you to be. It's time for you to start walking into that. If you don't walk into it, you're never going to understand the full happiness that this life has to offer. You're never going to understand the full joy that this life has to give. You're never going to fully understand how beautiful and how wonderful life is. And if you never, ever get to understand how beautiful this life is, well, it's rather unfortunate. But you have now and each day moving forward. In each moment moving forward, you have that time. So don't delay. Stop abusing yourself. Don't delay in rectifying situations. Stop not allowing yourself to live in your purpose. Stop avoiding inevitable situations that you're going to have to face. Stop letting your physical characteristics prevent you from doing the very thing that's going to free you. Ooh. Because, guys, I could have easily let my physical characteristics prevent me from doing what I am doing now. I don't care anymore. Because as long as one person is affected in a positive way, then that's amazing. And I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Guys, I am here every single night on Hello World between 7 and 9. You can catch me live. And let's see, is there also you could just email me. My email address is right here. Are you talking to me? I don't know, but my email address is in the chat and is also in the description down below. You can always email me. You guys are beautiful. You are amazing. There is no mistake about you. You are here at this very moment, at this very time, because you're supposed to be. Make and take advantage of the time that you currently have versus the time that you don't know is left. You are beautiful. Your soul is beautiful. You don't believe me, as I always say, your creator, your maker, God, whoever you believe in would not have created you if he did not, he, she, or whatever you want to call it, did not believe that you were going to be a beautiful thing, addition to this world, to this earth, to this society, to our community, to my life, to other people's lives, to your own life. Continue to be the difference no matter how hard it is. Because I can tell you right now, it was very hard for me to come on here tonight, especially feeling how I felt. But I'm glad because I got a chance to have somebody try to annoy me. And then I got a chance to speak to Captain N and try to encourage him or her to make sure that they don't allow another day to stop them from going live. If that's truly what you're supposed to do, never, ever, ever let your insecurities outweigh. And I know that's hard for me to, it's hard for me to say, and it's hard for anybody to receive because I'm not in your flesh, nor am I in your soul. But I will tell you, we all go through the same situations of being afraid to do something. But there's something inside of us that says, you know what? Go. So I'm trying to help you go. Not trying to push you down the stairs, but take that leap and you'll land on your feet. Ooh, that rhyme. Take a leap and you'll land on your feet. Yes. Don't give up because there's no room for quitters. Quitters are just like saying, I don't like my life. I don't deserve to live. You deserve to live because you were given this gift. So use it to the best of your ability because you're not going to have the same functionality that you had 5 days ago, a year ago. You have no idea if you're going to have the same functionality a minute from now. Anything happens, stranger things have happened. Guys, I've already told you two people that I've known for a very long time. One got into an accident and now has life changed drastically. Another lost a loved one that it was unexpected. So, guys, use that as a purposeful example of you better live and enjoy your life. You can be here today, gone tomorrow, here today, gone in the next 5 minutes. You have no idea. Enjoy your next 5 minutes if you don't know if that's your last. Do something purposeful. Call somebody you haven't called in a long time. Reach out to somebody that you've had an issue with, that you've been tugging on your heart to go and resolve. Book that trip. You may not be able to go, but at least you have the satisfaction of saying, I booked my trip. Do something that's going to make your life worth living. Yes. So, guys, my name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. I thank you for giving me a little bit of your time each and every single night. I really do appreciate it. I thank you for you guys putting up with me because sometimes I have shenanigans, sometimes I go deep, sometimes I go very deep. But all in all, my heart is really meant for us to do better, to live better. And I talk to myself as well. So it's not just a one sided thing. I'm talking to myself as well because there are times where I'm going to need to be filled. You guys do it for me in the chat. So I hope I am able to reflect something back. Oh, that's another one. You guys do it for me in the chat, and I hope that I can reflect something back. Oh, that's a quote right there. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get a reliable pen. You guys do it for me in the chat. I hope I reflect it back. Boom. Another quote inspired by Hello World. So, guys, again, I'll be here every single night between 7 and 9, whether I struggle or not, or whether I have internet mainly or not, I will be here. I will do my best to be here. And remember, you are the difference. Never give up. Don't stop working. Keep on progressing. That's all we're required to do. So if you ever want to get to know anything about me or about my company, look in the description down below. There's other people's chats and other people's channels that are down there. All of these people are amazing to me. And I hope that you can share in that same amazement as well. Take a look down below. And if you guys know of anyone, because I want to do another docuseries, who is a single parent or a child of a single parent who wants to participate in another episode of Our Lives Seen Through My Eyes, hit me up, hit the email, hit the DM, whatever. Because I need to pick that up. It's been burning on my heart to document a situation like that because there's plenty of people who are living in single homes or broken homes, if rather. So until we meet again, my name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing saying, hello, world.